Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I'm so grateful for your continued support to this channel. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Martha Koome, the CJ, Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya, is distancing herself from this crafty plan of William Ruto's government to, of course, misuse these independent institutions where William Ruto had planned to use the DPP, the police, and the judiciary to cripple the demonstrators and label them as terrorists and criminals. Now, CJ Koome is coming out delivering a bad news to the police and the DPP that they don't have that right to decide on their own without referring to the constitution, the threshold of declaring someone who is criminal or terrorist. And so what Martha Koome is like seeing is that someone is interfering with everything. And so DPP and the police, they are using the tool they have been given by the constitution, where someone is behind the scene pushing them to label demonstrators and peaceful protesters as criminals and terrorists. I want you to listen to how CJ Koome is dropping a bombshell, because Martha Koome, if today could have decided to join that team of DPP and police, then today as we speak, majority of Kenyans could have been jailed as we speak now. But the DPP naleta charges, polisi ndio yao wanafanya arrest hiyo, wakienda kotini wanakuwa released. Before we listen to Martha Koome, as we always do, ensure you like the video. When you like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this channel, because sometimes you watch and you forget liking the video. So this is just a reminder. As you watch, please consider liking the video. Thank you so much for that like.
Terrorism remains a dynamic and evolving threat to national and global peace and security, and it is essential that we continually enhance our knowledge, skills, and competencies to handle these complex cases effectively and expeditiously. The law sets out clear thresholds, as the presenters have presented here, of what constitutes terrorism. It is the responsibility of the police to conduct investigations and for the Director of Public Prosecutions to independently make an assessment both of the law and evidence to ensure that any charges presented in court meet these legal standards. It is imperative to reiterate that given the constitutional independence of the DPP, it is only that office that bears the exclusive mandate to determine which charges to pursue before courts. The Constitution envisages that this prosecutorial discretion must remain free from influence or direction by any individual authority, including we judges or me, the Chief Justice, or political actors. Therefore, it is important for Kenyans to appreciate that public comments by the Chief Justice or even victims of a crime at the scene of a crime.
This issue, whereby the DPP and police mismanaging and, of course, crafting some scenarios of course, declaring some individuals who are peaceful demonstrators or someone who have been just, of course, who has been arrested. And when you look at why he has been arrested, is not clear, despite of the constitution giving the police the mandate to decide on which charge should they mount on you. It doesn't mean that they should now use the constitution to favor some individual or use the same constitution to prove that someone behind the scene who is so powerful is controlling them to do so. I've realized that William Ruto na hii serikali yake wamekuwa na hii tabia ya ku-weaponize the DPP na weaponize of course the police. And that is why you will see, even if the demonstration is peaceful, they must have an excuse of saying, oh, that was not a peaceful demonstration. Oh, that was of course terrorists and criminals. So when you look at how William Ruto is trying to capture these institutions, and of course I've always said in this channel, don't expect justices to be served. If you are going to have the DPP and police that is being controlled by someone behind the scene, justice cannot be served. Because of course, the evidence that will be pushed before the court will not be having any threshold, you know. But of course, if they know something about the death of Albert, they might interfere, and they will interfere with some evidences that might, of course, force them to answer the court why Albert was killed. The same to, of course, the Boniface Kariuki, who was killed just the other day in the streets, or of course on the streets. And you can understand how painful it was, you know. Then, you want to tell me they will not interfere with that case? They will interfere with that case 100%. Believe me, without any fear of contradiction. They will interfere with. And that is the cocoon these individuals are having in their minds. They will do what they can do to ensure that they interfere. So, as we speak, has justice been served about the case of Albert? No. Has the case of Boniface Kariuki served? No. I know some individuals will say, but the guy was arrested. Are you sure he's in? Are you sure? You know? Because sometimes I look at the scenario, how these individuals are handling. They are handling these cases. It is for their own benefit, not for the benefit of those who are accused. You know? So I think for me, Martha Koome has said exactly, though he has been always disappointing us. You know? Earlier on, he was kind of captured. You know? Most of the time, he could have stormed the Statehouse, having meeting with William Ruto the way she wants it. But today, she has realized things are not good. So for him, not him, for her to come and, of course, mount this blame to the DPP and police, there's a big trouble. And this trouble is labeling Kenyans, labeling Kenyans as criminals and terrorists. And then you think William Ruto is doing favor for him. You cannot. Because even today, ask yourself, how many individuals have been jailed? Wangapi? Hakuna. Why? Because huwa wanapush watu pale kotini kufika, hakuna evidence. Nilikuwa naangalia ma DCI vile wanakuwa roasted like a meat, you know, roasted like a corn, you know, and they were even not having evidence. Yani mpaka DCI anasimama hivi kupatiana evidence anachanganyikiwa, you know. Why? There's no evidence. Look at the story of the member of parliament of Manyata, Mukunji Gitonga, where they said that that guy was promoting terrorist and criminal, of course, terrorist and criminality, you know. And so he was arrested and taken to cell. Then after he was taken to court, what happened? Wali tapatapa hako, hakuna evidence. What do you think about the story and the scenario that Martha Koome is bringing on board? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Bye-bye till you meet in another video.